Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. I thought I'd do a quick video tonight. I promised I would bring you a jewelry haul and what I like to term jewelry encounters, because this is jewelry that I find in the counters, not necessarily in bags. And I've been very pleasantly surprised to find some really nice things in the counters, and to the point where sometimes I'll buy that over what I see in a jar, what I see from the outside of a jar anyway. Hey Elizabeth, how are you? And I saw some really nice things yesterday. But first, let me show you what I was showing you last time, which I didn't get to see, and I'm hoping I can see a little bit better today. I have a new tripod today, guys, and I hope you bear with me because I wanted to show you what I was showing you the other day, which was the hallmarks on the Tiffany and Company, so that when you see these kinds of things, you'll recognize them. I taped it right there. I kept looking under it, and it's actually says the entire name, Tiffany and Company, and it even said Elsa Peretti right there. It is so tiny, but it's right there on the fat part. So I kept thinking it was like on the inside of the earring, but it's on the outside. There it is there. And it even says her entire name, Elsa Peretti. So I was definitely suspicious just from the design alone. And like I said, I didn't even see the hallmark. Usually people look for the hallmark on the inside of the earring. This is at the very top right there. Tiffany and Company, Elsa Peretti. So, and then the other day when I was showing it to you that I had found it, I couldn't find it. And it took both my husband and I to look through the loop to finally see it again. And then I put some tape on it so you could see it. And it's the same thing here on this earring right there. Tiffany and Company, Elsa Peretti. I don't know how they managed to get that super long lettering in there, but they did right there. And then you can even feel it. So that was a great score. That was a $20 bag where I got these. And like I said, I was very suspicious just of the design itself. To me, it just looked very much like a Tiffany unique design, but I've never actually seen these. And apparently these come in large, a really beautiful large hoop size, but this is the medium. And people are reselling these anywhere from $100 to $200. And then the larger ones are selling for $350. So I was super, super excited to find these. Guys, if you're new to the channel, I hope that you will take the time today to subscribe. You will see a lot of jewelry talk here, a lot of resale talk, lots of hauls. I love to go shopping for luxury items that I can find at thrift stores and garage sales, estate sales, and that kind of thing. So if that's your kind of thing and you like to go treasure hunting, I'd love to take you with me. And don't forget to hit the bell because that'll notify you when I go live or when I upload a new video. Now, these also came out of last night's jar. They're not actually hammered. They're more like texturized, but I definitely polished them up and I wore them today and they look so pretty. And I definitely didn't think that the patina were doing these any favors. So they really looked nice when they got polished up. You know, I do believe in preserving the patina to identify a piece when necessary, but it depends on the design. It really, really does. If it has a lot of repose work or something like that, you want to leave the patina intact. But when it's something like this, believe me, the shine helped. And they look great. They hang like this. They kind of dangle right there like a triangle. They looked really, really cute. They're so comfortable and lightweight. So this is kind of an update on what we found. Then remember the Gruen? We took it out of the band, and it is a 17 jewel not self-winding, but wind up. So I really like that. I'd love to get it cleaned. I used to have a Gruen for the longest time that my uncle had given me, and the little dial thing fell right off of it, but I loved it. I had it for many, many years. And it just kept on ticking because it's wind up. So I love that 17 jewel watch. That was in this band right here. It's super old as well. Very, very rugged looking, and nice leather on that. They just don't make bands like that anymore. So that's how that watch came. And then I have not gotten any definitive leads on this one. Only one. I actually Googled Lotus Pearl Blue Stone, and I found a company called Happy Lotus, and they make handmade jewelry. It says handmade jewelry, and they make beautiful jewelry. They had a pendant that was a little, it was actually a woman with bunny ears, and she was on a swing. That was the pendant that I ran into. It was so pretty. And then I saw something very similar to it with the same kind of stone, and they did call it a raw aquamarine. And that's what one of my subscribers said last night that it looked like to her. I still haven't really been able to look at that with a loop, but it's almost like halfway faded, the signature. So if anybody knows anything about it, I wanted to show it again. If you could tell me about it, it is sterling. They are genuine pearls. It is a huge, huge ring. Very cute though. I mean, it's just so different. It has to be worn pretty much by itself because it covers the other two fingers. But that's what I have found so far, and I'm going to look for that a little further. Try to study that signature a little bit better because, like I said, I only looked at it right here with this phone, and this phone zooms in pretty well, but I'll have to do it with a loop. A wonderful subscriber named Teresa sent me these in a friend mail today, and she makes these. Aren't they fabulous? And she was the winner of one of my giveaways. And actually, it was interesting because she had emailed me, I believe the day before or something like that, and said she had wanted to send me some of her bracelets that she makes by hand. And wow, aren't these beautiful, guys? Look at that. Look at that pretty button there. And you wrap them around. We've run into these in our jars. They're so popular. Look at that. She's got like a large one there. Thank you so much, Teresa. That was so nice of you. I'm definitely going to wear these. She said, feel free to sell or wear, but I'll probably sell one or wear both for a while and then sell them. I'm not sure, but I love them. And they would just wrap around. You've seen them. And some sell for, some people use real pearls and real gemstones, and they just look so cute. And I love that little button. Let me say hello to a couple of people in the chat, guys. Let me see. It looks like Ann is here. Sandra. I think I saw Vanessa in here. There you are, Teresa. Thank you so much. I'm showing the beautiful bracelets that you sent, the wrap bracelets. They're so pretty. Princess Casserole is here. Carla. Thank you, guys. Sherry is also here. Let me go up a little bit and then see. Oh, and Makeup Zombie Elizabeth is here as well. Vanessa, Kimberly. Here's the other one she sent me in this wonderful friend mail. Now we're going to get to the encounters in a minute, guys. You won't believe what I found. And I got a story to go with it. Oh my gosh, look how pretty. What a beautiful blue. Oh my gosh, that is pretty. It's probably one I'm going to, I'll keep both of them. You know me, I'll keep them both and wear them. Then I may let go of one. We'll see. But thank you so much. Oh, these are nice. What a wonderful community we have here of artisans, don't you think? So many people have shown me things that they make. They send me pictures, and they're just so creative. And I guess, I used to make jewelry too, and it's just such a wonderful outlet for this passion that we have. I mean, you get to the point where you actually want to create. And I know Princess Casserole does a lot of repairs and does a lot of very wonderful teaching videos. She's there in the chat where she does wonderful things with jewelry too. She can repair, and she's showed us how to remove the rhinestones from pieces without losing their foil and such. So it's wonderful. Okay, thank you again, Teresa. They're beautiful. And a couple of people told me about this ring saying 925. I double checked and it does not, but it is gorgeous, isn't it? It's like a 10, I think, or a 9. It says China is all I can see on it. So I don't believe it says 925 at all, guys. I think it just says China on there. But it's very, very pretty. I do have I have a stainless steel tennis bracelet with black cubic zirconias, and they look so pretty, and they have never faded or cracked or anything, and it looks really pretty. So I do like that black sparkle. How's the stream tonight, guys? It's doing okay. Again, I am using a different tripod, so I hope my angle is okay. It's only because I wanted to maybe be prepared for the auction and all of that. If I have, I'm not sure if I'm going to use like a face-to-face camera or what, but I'm working all that out. For the auction, I have been sending out invitations if you haven't gotten yours, because I don't want to send it out, but I can only do so much in one day during my lunch break, and I'm going to try to do some tonight. But you'll be getting them soon, and I'm still working out all the logistics. I'm shooting for the middle of March because I am going to spring break. So I'll be off all of next week, and I'm preparing with that. And I'm also trying to make sure that I have everything that I want to auction off. I don't want to be at the last minute scrambling for what I wanted to auction. Like I had said, I wanted to offer large bracelets. I have several fine pieces, fine sterling silver, some cinnabar, some malachite bracelets that are in larger sizes and things like that, and rings in larger sizes like this one. This is one I found yesterday, and this one I did find on the internet, and it is marked with three initials. It is JW, four initials, JWBR. And they do, I haven't tested the little rhinestones because the ones I saw on the internet were diamonds. But I got this yesterday in the counter for about $15, 15 or $16. And guess what, guys? They had things in white, in the white tickets. So I was like, uh-oh, there goes my discount, right? Well, no, they rung it up with the discount. So I don't know what's going on. So I got it for about 10. And it's sterling silver. I think this is just gilded. I don't believe it's 14 or 18, because it usually will be hallmarked if it is. But I have a feeling these might be tiny little diamonds. But isn't that pretty? This is actually blackened, totally blackened, not just a patina. And I think it's just gorgeous. I wish it fit. But I probably put at the auction. I think that would be just a wonderful piece for someone to have. Isn't that gorgeous? Hey, Don, how are you? I love it. It's so different. So that's the initials there, JWBR. Again, I looked that up, and they are, and look at the under gallery. Is that what they call it? The gallery. Look at that. Even the inside is beautiful. Well, what was going on, you know how sometimes they put this in tray? They put these on trays, guys, like the fine jewelry they'll put in trays, right? And then they pull it out and they show it to one person. Well, I hate to be the kind of person that, like all the plastic bags are there, and there's people that will literally reach over you and grab what you either have already put aside or you haven't even gotten to it. I hate when people do that, and I have spoken up, and sometimes it's gotten me in trouble, and people really do take, anyway, umbrage to it. But I think it's rude to do that. So I didn't do that. Well, this lady had all the plastic bags, and she was putting some on the left. And this was one of them, and this other piece was another one. And then I said, "Can I see the ones you've already seen that she already put over here on the side?" She said, "Sure." So I was looking at them, and I found a couple of things. And then when she was looking again for other, I guess she was trying to make up her mind what she was going to buy. She only bought like two. She put this one back, and she put this Royston turquoise back. So score big time, guys. I was so happy to see that she didn't take this one. I spotted it when she had it over there, and I was like, oh man. And I didn't, I'm thinking maybe she thought it was fake because it's such a beautiful, unique piece. But I got this one, guys, for about $10. It was marked $14.99. And it is that spider web turquoise. Isn't it amazing? And then look at the back. I usually like when they close the back, but I don't blame them for leaving it open. It is just so beautiful. And it's only marked 925 on the little setting down here somewhere or at the top. Yeah, here it is. It just says 925 there. But I was so happy she had she had decided not to take this one. And I don't even think she spoke English. She was on the phone, constantly talking to somebody on the phone, and then she just said yes when I asked her if I could keep looking while she was looking to her rejects, right? So then she decided to not take this one after all, and I'm just thinking maybe she thought it was fake, or maybe she just didn't want to spend all that money today or whatever. I mean, it wasn't that much, but some people have their budgets, right? So I was so excited. I've never seen this turquoise ever. I've only heard it, and it's quite a story piece. I know that, and it's rare. And supposedly some of these come from the Royston mine and so forth. So I have heard that they're very expensive. And I just think it's a perfect piece. I kind of wish it was a ring. But then I'm thinking this really will stand out on the neck as well. I just love it. I've never seen one in person. I've only seen it when Sandy mentioned it a couple. I think it was she was on Tanya's show and she talked about turquoise, and I think she had a piece or she showed it on the screen or Tanya did or something, and that was the only time I hadn't even heard of it. Tell you the truth, I've never. I mean, maybe I did, but I never heard of it called spiderweb. But oh my gosh, to say that I was happy is an understatement. And then this one just floored me too. I think it's so beautiful. I really love it. I mean, I know it's big, but I figured it would be a nice offering for the auction. And then this, I love the Ankh. It's one of my favorite symbols of all time. I do have a 14 karat that my husband bought me when we were dating, and I've just always loved it. And this one is another one that I will polish a little bit. And look how black the chain is. I'm gonna leave the chain the way it is. Still, I really like the way it looks with that rich patina on the chain. But this one, I'll give it a little polish. It does have the eagle mark. Mexico used the eagle mark, I think, until early 70s. Somebody told me the other day. But I thought this was a really good buy, too. And this one was actually more than the turquoise, guys. This was Mark 17. Isn't that crazy? And I got it for about probably 14 or 13, something like that. So I thought this was a really, really nice piece as well. So, yeah, that was another one there. And again, I said earlier, these were in the counter with the white tags where they had told me that now they were going to start marking everything with a white tag as new items, therefore not eligible for discounts, which is insane. That's why I paid full price for that jar. But that jar was fabulous. Did you guys see that $50 jar that I just did? But I went up to the counter. Well, she grabbed everything because I wasn't buying anything else, just jewelry. And then I said, okay, so we paid. And then I said, am I going to get my senior discount today? Because it was early yesterday. And she said, oh, yeah, yeah. So she put it in and I got it for the discount. So, and I know she had to have put white tags. I don't know. The Goodwill is so hit or miss, guys. You just never know what they're going to do. Some days they give you a discount, some days they don't. Some days they don't discount the jewelry. Some places, I know, like at Value Village, even at Value Village, some of the places, some of the locations will not discount the jewelry, and some of them will. So anyway, here's that gorgeous ring again. Let me know if you know anything about it. I did see something very similar with this raw cut, and it was called a raw aquamarine. So again, it was a very futile attempt this morning, a very kind of just a quick futile attempt at finding it. I put in lotus. I don't know why it reminds me of a lotus, but I don't even know what that is. Lotus flower, pearls, aqua. No, I didn't even put aquamarine. I put blue stone. But one came out just like this. I mean, it was cut just like this. And one of my subscribers told me yesterday it looked like a raw aquamarine. I was thinking that other one, that Chalcedon, whatever, you know which one. But I think it is. I think it is that aquamarine. It's beautiful. And that signature is pretty faded. So we're going to have to look at that again. So that is it, guys, that I wanted to show you tonight. I am going to bring you a thrift haul probably tomorrow. It is humongous. And I'll probably do that live because I need to get that room cleared. My son will be passing through here on Sunday. He's going to be here for an 8-hour layover from Argentina as the family heads back to Chicago. So that's what I'm going to be doing so I can spend Sunday with them and not have to worry about that cleaning and all of that. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope to see you tomorrow. Again, if you just walked in the door, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to watch the replay if you missed it. I know it was a little short today, but I'm also thinking that Autumn Grace wanted to do an auction tonight. So I may help her. That's why I don't want it to stay too long. She had asked if I could help, and I'll be glad to do it if she still wants to do it. So that's another